Hey, this is Erica Hill West with Lending Path Mortgage, your mortgage go-to gal. I've been in the industry for over a decade. I also host a local radio show to talk about all things mortgage, and I manage a team of 5 loan officers. And today, we're going to talk about, can I get a mortgage after starting a new job? This is a hot topic. A lot of people have a lot of different views, and there's a ton of misinformation out there about what you need as far as employment history in order to qualify for a mortgage. Today, I'm going to break it down to you. I'm going to expose all the myths and tell you all the truths about, can I get a mortgage after starting a new job? Today, we're going to talk about, can I get a mortgage after starting a new job? The simple answer, yes. But I'm going to break down to you all the details that you need to know before either starting a job, changing a job, and applying for a mortgage. If you ask your parents, your friends, your family, your coworkers, sometimes they tell you, you have to be on your job for 2 years in order to qualify for a mortgage. Well, guess what? That's not right. Typically, we need a 2-year work history. But that doesn't mean it has to be on the same job, right? So a 2-year work history, and don't worry, those of you that are just getting out of college, those of you that are just graduating high school, I got a little secret for you. Your education can count towards your work history. Most program guides see those things as work history. Didn't have the ability, didn't have the education or the skills to be fully employed. So they actually give you credit for being in school and use that to satisfy the 2-year employment history requirement. So don't worry there. If you just got out or just starting your life, you could qualify for a mortgage. So the good news is you do not have to be on your job for 2 years. Now there's some things that you need to know about all the different requirements for employment, how we verify employment, how we document employment, so you can make the right decision before you start a new job or change jobs, transfer jobs, or relocate. So many different scenarios where this could impact you. For verifying income, we usually need an offer letter with no contingencies. A lot of people are very confused when we use this word contingencies, but if you've ever looked at an offer letter, usually the first one that you're given has some kind of contingency in there that you need to meet. It may be a screening. It may be HR. It may be a background check. Most offer letters have a contingency that has to be met in order for that job offer to be valid. So you want to make sure that once those obligations are met, that you ask your employer for a new offer letter without the contingencies. This is only needed if you plan on closing on your home prior to receiving your first pay stub. So when we're documenting employment, you need to either have a pay stub or an offer letter with no contingencies. Those are the 2 main things that we need in order to verify employment. So if you're just starting a new job or you're in the process of accepting a new job position, as long as you can provide an offer letter with no contingencies, and this is something that you really need to discuss with your new employer prior to applying, writing a contract, all of those things, because it really could either delay closing or it can cause the whole deal to fall apart. And we don't want that. So I'm giving you all the things that you need to know, all the tools, all the tips, all the tricks to set you up for success when you apply for a mortgage. So the good news is you can get a mortgage when you're just starting a new job. If you're transferring to a new job, we will need either a pay stub on the new job, or we will need a transfer letter. Transfer letter tells us that you are transferring from Omaha, Nebraska to Knoxville, Tennessee. It will tell us where you're going. The letter also needs to tell us your salary, if you're hourly, how many minimum hours, your start date, and your payment frequency. That's it. A lot of employers provide that standard when they're offering a transfer. If you are relocating, this is the same thing. If you're relocating for a new job, you want to apply the original rules that we said at the beginning of this video for starting a new job. You'll need an offer letter with no contingencies for the new employer, or you want a pay stub from being on that new job. The third thing is telecommute. I can't tell you how many people want to take a job that's based out of California and they want to purchase in Florida, and we've had to get a telecommute letter. This is another important factor and something that you should bring up to your loan officer, even if they don't ask you. Please let them know if you're going to be a temporary, a permanent, if you're going to be physically there, or if you're going to be telecommuting. It lets us know what documentation will be required to validate that employment. These are all good news. A long time ago, actually, not that long ago, you didn't qualify for a mortgage unless you had been on your job for 2 years. Things have come a long way, and the industry is always changing. But these are the foundations of what you need to know if you're going to start a new job, change, relocate, or telecommute. This is the documentation that we need. If you have any other questions, please put them in the comments below. And as always, like and subscribe. If you are in the mortgage industry or you're looking to join the mortgage industry, we would love an opportunity to talk to you about why our team is so different.